Right, it's 21 Savage. He's trying to put an end to the beef between Young Thug and Gunna, and he called an end to the feud this week. He took to Twitter to set the record straight on drama that's going on between them, and he basically made a tweet that said, at Gunna, at Young Thug, y'all need to fix that shit. Y'all love each other. You knew Gunna wasn't no gangster when he told the first time. And we swept it under the rug for you. You knew he wasn't trying to leave you to hang streets. We ain't get shit but trauma from that shit, he wrote.
And don't get me wrong, I'm with it. The streets. It should have been that. It should have been that a long time ago. But this is what I want to say. They know they accepted this man into their whole little clique, gang, organization or whatever after he told in front of everybody. Oh, it was the other guy, and it was clear. He told he was not made for this. So this tells me that Young Thug is a fake street dude. Anytime you purposely hung with a rat and this rat betrayed you, you saw what happened way before you even signed this man. So Young Thug, this is why nobody feels sorry for you.
And, you know, I kind of agree with 21 Savage on the intent behind the tweet, because what he was basically saying is y'all are living a life on a street code, but this street code just does nothing positive for us as a whole, but causes us hurt, pain, and trauma.
It's a double-edged sword, though.
Yeah.
It's a super double-edged sword because they made their money out in them streets.
Exactly.
You know, like you say, I understand what they're saying. But you made your money out of those streets. So now it kind of comes off hypocritical. The same way when Jeezy says it, you know what I'm saying? It comes off hypocritical. What you got to say, Buddha?
That shit ain't hypocritical. Y'all just don't understand.
No.
Like, what I'm taking is, what's about to happen is somebody's about to be out here trying to out somebody. This is the same shit you rap about that you're like, I gotta get away from this shit, because you're not promoting it, or you're not glorifying it, allegedly. You're trying to rise above from it and just let people know what's going on, but you don't want to be in those same streets. You can't even let your kids go to the playground because these streets that you so-called want to be on or that you're on, you act like, come on, man, that shit's stupid. What I took from the most of from it, it just shows some people have maturity and some don't. Some show growth and others don't.
The street misses. I got a problem with people saying the streets, right? Y'all act like y'all the only ones affected by the streets. Because when my family members get locked up, they call me. Shit, it's hard out here. They call me, hey, cuz, can you put this on my book? Can you put this? I'm giving my last so they be straight. The streets ain't only affecting y'all. Like, when y'all go out there and y'all feel like y'all gotta do some shit, you know what I mean? Get back or even start some shit, shoot somebody and y'all go to jail. It's me. It's me who got to take care of your kids and my nephews and my cousins. I got to go see what's up.
It's just, when do you realize I don't want the streets no more? That's really all it's about.
Because you're not always going to be on the streets.
We've all come to the acknowledgement of, I don't want to do this no more. I'm tired of this, doing whatever.
And there's no future in it.
It's not. Like, it's just how long you come until you come to the conclusion that the streets just ain't really where it's at. You know,
it never has been where it's at.
I'm not going to say it never has been.
No, it hasn't. It really hasn't.
For people to go out and like chase it down at that pace, no, it's not out there like that. It's definitely not out there like that.
I don't believe that, because what I believe in general, especially now, you remember you say this shit back when we used to do music and shit, but I was like, yo, where these y'all getting all this money from? They ain't going to work. And I'm not putting my business out.
They never said money was the issue. They said it was trauma.
No, but it's the same difference. You're doing things from the streets that cause the trauma.
The only reason the whole street shit is happening is because of this Gunna Thug situation, bro. Had this shit not happening, still be making their money hand over fist, saying and doing what they were doing before, bro.
They saying this shit because is rich now. You wasn't saying this shit. You wasn't saying this shit when you was a certified, before you was rubbing shoulders with the white rich. When you was a certified street trying to come up rapping, you wasn't saying. So why now?
everybody owe Gunna an apology. Real talk. I mean, because real talk. You got to. I mean, I was hearing all this on Sirius XM and everything because especially I listen to DJ Who Kid. They was talking about this today. Like, the thing about it is all the stuff that came out about him, half of it was BS, because if you look at everybody else that they was pointing at him snitching, what everybody else was doing? Talking. What Young Thug was doing? Talking. You feel what I'm saying? So nobody can sit here and be like, oh, look, point at him. Everybody else was talking as well because they couldn't keep their mouth.
And that's the streets talk.
That's streets.
That's the streets. And that's
it was them talking. The streets back to Young Thug, he told on himself.
But nevertheless, what I'm saying though is, the streets talk.
It's still going back to this is street. This is the street up. This is the street.
Yeah, but like I said, what 21 Savage talking about, like, hey, look, y'all, we can't make good music when y'all beefing and shit like that. Yeah. And the fact that we are actually not in the streets, you know what I'm saying? We should be able to get past it. Like I've been mentioning.
Yeah, not like they used to be. Exactly.
No. Like I've been mentioning plenty of times. Like, whereas reason why white folks is where they are because they don't have to like you to make money. As long as we get this damn bread, when we cool when we get this bread. When I get my bag and I leave, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But when I come back, what up? You see what I'm saying? Can't do that. That's the difference. So he trying. Hold on, let me finish this point. So what he's saying is, like, yo, let's get past that. We are hot in our own right, and we know when we collab, we make bangers, and they seeing it how it's dried up because what we've been talking about. There's no top hip hop in top 40 hits. You feel what I'm saying? And look,
that ain't just going to be for Atlanta though. We still got all these other the whole world.
Where the sound is coming from though. The sound is coming from Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying?
We're coming off of Kendrick Lamar. Like, this shit been out west for a minute.
I get what you're saying, but we talking about Drake and Drake was down in Atlanta, right? He's making songs with 21 Savage and all of them.
And that's why I feel everything starts to get conflated. There's nothing wrong with that, but just because you a street doesn't mean you're qualified to make music.
People listen to rappers. They follow rappers. These young kids follow rappers. Me, I don't listen to rappers. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to what Jay-Z and DMX all them said back in the day. You know what I mean? I did some of that stuff. I ain't gonna lie. But y'all new rappers, all y'all talk about is bang, 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 shoot them up. You don't talk about getting no money or nothing. And you got a lot of little dudes that listen to that. And y'all not even that. Y'all ain't out there being active in the streets. Y'all on stage. Y'all on tour. Y'all on planes. Y'all living a life, portraying something that y'all not, and y'all not out there.
I mean, just because you're not a street nigga, I mean, you're just a backpack rapper or some shit. Like,
yeah,
I think that's where a lot of these issues come in at. So when they're saying, apologize to Gunna, no. Gunna put himself in these situations.
How he put himself in the situation?
Because he got involved with it.
Like, he's guilty by association.
I don't think it's so. I think he was still out there doing things with these individuals.
Everybody was talking. Everybody. So what everybody was pointing at him. Everybody was talking. So
everybody should be pointing like that Spider-Man meme where everybody
everybody was talking. So whatever everybody but the streets or whatever, if we're gonna say the streets and internet pointed at him. But he wasn't. He was just saying his piece. He's telling his story. It had nothing to do with him. So he was just telling his story. And at the end of the day, we saw what it all laid out. What I'm saying is everybody that was involved was talking.
Well, right now, Atlanta don't have like the best image right now.
Yeah, they all been gone, yo.
I mean, it's been gone. It's been gone since Young Thug been dealing with this, and also since the Drake and Kendrick beat.
Wack 100 spoke out about 21 Savage saying F the streets and his whole movement he's trying to start, and basically told Gunna, look, don't be no fool. 21 Savage told Thug to use you because everybody can see that Gunna is popping right now. He's outselling all the artists in Atlanta. He's selling out shows. They not. So now they want to get back cool. Now it's F the streets. Wack sent a message to Gunna and said, do not befriend none of these because you continue to flourish now. All of a sudden they want to say, oh, let's make it right. The money drying up in Atlanta. Now they see they need Gunna because Gunna was really the one helping them push out them hits. Gunna has seemingly responded though. At his show, he said, why all of a sudden call me cool? I ain't giving no second chances. I ain't no fool. And good for you, Gunna. Don't let the use you.
Okay, well, in addition to that, Boosie Badass decided to shoot back at all the back and forth. He said,
the OG got to say something.
He said, if rappers are gonna say streets, y'all need to stop rapping about them. Stop double dipping. Rap about fruits, college courses, and staying out.
He right.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that.
Lots of people took offense to 21 Savage saying that's the streets.
If you saying the streets, then stop talking about it. Stop glorifying
If you came from the streets and the streets made you what you are, and now you tired of those same streets, who the fuck are you to tell me not to say those streets?
The thing is,
who are you to tell me?
That's
Think
not
about
what
it.
he's saying.
You
What
made
he's
money
saying,
on the streets.
That's not what he's saying.
Whatever happened to you from those streets.
That's not what he's saying. If he's saying,
how do you know that?
What?
How do you know that? That's what
How
I'm
do you
trying
know
to
what?
get you to. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Which one?
What Boosie saying?
Boosie is clear and clear. What he's saying is, if you saying streets, stop rapping about it.
Even if you came up from the streets and all that makes no sense.
What you mean?
This on the way back to jail.
Right.
Street.
He's living there.
Okay. By all graces and everything. You know, I want this brother to be much more successful and make better decisions and choices.
And
on that same note,
he had a
hold
gun.
on.
He had a gun. It was.
What?
Okay.
He made that choice.
Today, rapper Boosie, whose real name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., pleaded guilty to a charge of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
So this charge stems from his 2023 arrest in San Diego's Choice View neighborhood, where police found the 42-year-old with 2 guns during a traffic stop. He initially planned to plead guilty for probation, but the case was then dismissed last year after a Ninth Circuit court ruled that it was unconstitutional to ban nonviolent felons from owning guns.
He put himself in that situation. Even when he explained it, he said, dog, my partner told me I ain't need it. I thought I needed it anyway. I had it on me. That's how I roll. Okay. Street. Understandable.
Okay.
He has to take that. All I'm saying is if these same streets, and this is why I'm so confused why niggas say these things. You don't trust your own people to go to your, and this is for in Boosie's, scenario. You don't trust your own man to go to his video shoot, and he told you don't need it. Why? Is it because of the streets?
Because the streets.
Is it the streets?
Streets.
I'm just wondering because if you're not worried about those streets and it's not those streets, you shouldn't even have to consider.
No, he's telling them
said,
that. He's telling them that. He's telling 21 Savage and them saying, if you're going to say the streets, then stop making albums about the streets. Stop making albums, music.
That's argument when it comes to that. Though, it's like movies. You can make any kind of movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have to limit yourself. You can still, but
you can't have it both ways. If you're gonna say the streets, if you telling the rally around the streets, hey, we need to get on. That's what you need to do. You can't sit here and say that shit, but you talking about running up on, slapping and all that other shit because you can't. No. What he said. Then you need to say, choose your words wisely. Say, hey, bro, y'all need to drop that shit. You say f the streets. If you say f the streets, what you get from when you first hear it? Leave that shit alone.